So we're gonna stream for a couple hours. I gotta work on some video sponsor stuff at some point. I've been cold emailing some companies to try to get some YouTube video sponsors. Need some money. So I gotta work on that a little bit today, I think. That's it. Big day. Well, that's a good question. I actually don't know if the patch is out or not. I wouldn't be shocked if the answer is actually no, and the servers haven't gone down yet. Does anybody know? Bless me. Bless me. Whew. Class tuning. On February 17th, reset from... Well, this also affects the pre-patch, right? Oh, good question. Not sure. This new bombkin spec kind of pipes. You know, that's one way of describing it. I really enjoy playing it. I wish it was good. %3 on a spec that's 20% behind. Yeah. Yeah. They also hit a spec that was 35% ahead with a 15% nerf. So who's really to say? Yo, what up? That's how Blizzard tunes shit. I would be shocked if they get tuning in line with a little bit more data in the next coming weeks. But this beta cycle has been a fucking shit show. That's how Blizzard tune shit. Bottom tier specs will never be buffed to be top tier. Well, that's not true. That's how it works after the game launches. Or after the season comes out, rather. That is not how it works on patches. Or on the beta, right? There's no Warlock you're trying to get nerfed? I don't need to try to get Warlock nerfed. That spec is fucking insane. You enjoyed Devourer? Yeah, I am. Ooh. We're basically done with pre-launch tuning, though. That's probably true. I'd find it hard to have a disagreement with that. I think you're right. The problem is that there are specs like Arcane Mage still isn't using missiles, Frost isn't using Lance, and fucking Fire's not pyroing in Execute. Like, Devour doesn't press Reap that often. It's all a fucking shame. Realms are down? Oh, are the retail realms down? I didn't know. It's gonna be a shit show. Yeah. The problem isn't that like, okay, so I suspect that they're gonna get tuning in line once they have data. The issue is that like, how far off are we from like getting tuning acceptable? We're kind of far off. Skeptical in the class design. I mean, the class design stuff I think is always going to be fine, but does Devourer more buttons now than an early beta? Not really. Spec just doesn't really have that many buttons. If you gauge how funny Spec is based on how many buttons there are, you're probably not going to find the Spec very enjoyable. You saw Zorth's video? I did. I don't think it was anything that like people didn't know. The problem, I would say problem. The thing is that people don't really realize is that first off, defensives aren't balanced, nor have they ever been balanced. And secondly, survivability is a minimum threshold, right? Once you're able to reach survivability in a key, or reach the threshold that is required to be able to live a dungeon or live a boss encounter, then the only thing that matters from there on out is like how much damage you deal. Survivability is just, in essence, a win more mechanic. Yeah, we're talking about this video. I mean, it's a good video. That threshold is basically 0, by the way, for anything but the highest Mythic Plus keys. Yeah. Like, it's great that the DK survived at 20% HP and the Mage survived at 2% HP, but both of them are still alive, right? Like, and that's kind of the important thing. As long as both of them live the thing, assuming that they're both alive, then you're like, okay, who does the most damage? Yeah. And realistically, I think you can actually make even the like, you could prune all defensives from a class, and you're probably able to make them live somehow. There is a way. It just, is it worth playing like that to keep them alive? You know, that is a different argument. But there is always a way. We played with Enhancement Shaman of War within Season 1. I've played with some shit. What's the Zorth's video even about? Defensive imbalances in the game. Yeah, the Shadow Priest in a couple seasons of Dragonflight. I actually think Havoc Demon Hunter, before they got like deflecting dance and shit like that, was, I mean, it was just bad. I don't think there's much, not even an easy way to tiptoe around it. It was just not very good. Yeah, like you will eat, like say for Arcane Mage. I mean, Arcane Mage is like currently a pretty good example of that. If that spec launches in its current state, it'll see play. It might be getting iron barked a lot, but it'll see play. Because you guys remember Corruption as well? Yeah, like I mean, this isn't a new thing. Mage in BFA Season 4 played 79 Masterful Corruption and played with 2 Traffic Cone DPS that stacked Versatile. That way they could eat every fucking iron bark in the game. That was like, and just so they could get pampered too. Like, yeah, survivability is just like, it's not as cut and dry. It's like, it's very much a win more mechanic, and like assuming that you can meet the minimum threshold. I mean, you definitely notice a difference. Like, you notice a difference in the fact that if your healer isn't fucking healing you enough. It's more about, like, healers now have an increased amount of agency over your health bar, and you have less agency. Like, pretty much every single spec. I mean, it's not true for every spec. I think Moon King actually got more buttons, and DK is pretty much the exact same. But most classes got like a couple of buttons. Hunter got more somehow. Doesn't fucking matter. But like you're now, most specs are now more reliant on their healer to be able to save them. Do you trust healers though? I don't. I don't know. I much prefer the damage type that's on beta than what we've had for the last couple of years in both Dragonflight and the War Within, where everything is spiky, 100 to 0 hits, and it's either defensive or die. I don't like that. I prefer what we kind of have on the beta, where it's gradual pulsing AoE. Defensives are used to mitigate damage. Sure, there are still, big hits, but it's very much less a press a defensive or die kind of situation. Oh my god. This is gonna be embarrassing. I got LeBron in my key. What the fuck? GM. How's Devourer feeling? I like Devourer. I think it's fun. Dungeon? I don't remember. Do you have to analyze logs and find perfect windows to use Eclipse now? No, not really. It's more of a cooldown and less of a maintenance buff, but it's still, it's still maintenance buffy, if that makes any sense. I mean, you have 75 to 80% uptime on Eclipse. It's like kind of hard to fuck up, if that makes sense. Maybe it's a little bit lower than that. It's something around those lines, though. Somewhere between 70 and 80%.
Welcome, friend.
Bit of serum. Okay. Yeah, with Skyreach, yeah.
Hurry back.
But yeah, I like Devourer. I mean, I think it's incredibly punishing. Most specs in the game are not as punishing as Devourer is. So, like, if you fuck up your damage... So, like, look at it like this. You start out, and you're doing 100% of your damage, and every single mechanic that you get tasked with facing lowers your damage. Every single mechanic is out there to get you, and out there to grief you, and nothing... And, like, everything is just trying to reduce the amount of DPS that you're dealing. And, your job is to try to maximize your uptime so much to where you're able to deal as close to 100% DPS as possible. And the thing is that, like, most other specs don't really feel like that.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh my god, that guy meleeed me.
I can't drink anymore yet.
Holy shit. Well, now? Happy anniversary, thank you. Spinning crane kick anymore? Well, they didn't use spinning crane kick anyways. You didn't press that shit until like a bajillion targets last expansion. I'm pretty sure they can even press... Crow was saying yesterday that he could press, like, keg smash, like, 5 globals in a row. Goated. Picked up those balls last second and got the extend on my Void meta. We're back. Oh no, my tank's dead.
Only
I'm
the
dead.
strongest survive.
Fire the best spec? I don't know about fire being the best spec. I have no idea if the I'm not sure if the beta servers went down or not yet.
Draw back the veil.
They haven't? Okay, yeah. So this is probably not with the nerfs. This guy is probably quite literally one of the best mages in the world, though. I don't think... Yeah. I mean, this guy is... insane. Look at him. I found him. Oh my god, he's streaming with the webcam. Holy shit, I didn't know he's so handsome. The goat? Yeah, no, that guy's the goat for sure. So this means fire's meta. Now this is pre-buff fire. I think this just means I fucking suck at Devourer Demon Hunter. Is Devourer that much easier to play than any other spec? I think Devourer is one of the hardest specs to play. I think it's simple, but I don't think it's easy. My goat left. The thing is, like, if you ever get your Void Ray or your Collapsing Star canceled, you just lose infinite fucking damage. So just like if you start, I mean, you guys are talking about just Void Ray and Collapsing Star, but realistically as well, if you start missing a bunch of consume casts, your damage it all kind of like is building to like this moment, right, where you're getting in your Void meta. But even if you're missing consume casts, even in your Void meta window is going to be pretty short, and you're going to be fucking up your damage pretty hard too. It's all just pretty fucked. I mean, it's hard. I like it. I think it's really, really, really fun. No other spec in the game plays like it. And I kind of enjoy that play style. It is unbelievably punishing in a way that I think I don't know it's for everybody, but there is no spec in the game that makes me feel like this whenever I play it. So as ramp and as bad mythical was, it actually does not have that much ramp, but yeah. I think that this spec has less ramp than some of these really fucking cringe multi-dot specs historically. Like Moonkin, Spree, Staff, Warlock, all those just depending on the season would take 15 fucking seconds to start doing any damage. Now I think they've changed Moonkin and Shadow to be less like that. And I think AF is now more like that without Vile Taint, but... Yeah, good morning. Nothing in the game feels as good or as punishing. No, I enjoy it. Like, I don't think anything in the game feels like this, like, at all. Like, high highs, low lows. I'm just talking about, like, how it feels to, like, do the rotation correctly and play optimally versus how fucking bad you feel whenever you get punished. Yeah, it's like how it feels to chew 5 gum. Jeez. I haven't seen commercials for that shit in gotta be 15 years. Masochist. They go out of business? Yeah. They started trying to advertise to the wrong audience and they didn't leverage their brand correctly, and then they eventually got consolidated and went out of business. They started doing like really weird spin-off brands for like middle-aged moms and trying to diversify their brand in the way that, like, you know, fucking 5 gum is for the same people who use Axe body spray. And so trying to change your marketing is not very good, in my opinion. But yeah, they went out of business. They went out of business probably like 2019, maybe? 2020, something like that. 5 gum. Yeah, so they got acquired by Wrigley. When did they get bought? I've entered the old Spice Age. Do people buy body sprays?
5,
I'm out
4,
of range.
3, 2, 1.
I remember body spray was the meta for 13-year-olds whenever I was growing up. Not since high school. And dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know the last time I've seen somebody using body spray.
1.
I think August gonna be must? No, I don't think August that good. And something like that, some stuff. The enraged squall is pulsing on us. Oh no. Oh my fucking collapsing star. We're sad. Faking like we're playing Demon Hunter? Yeah, actually, I got Evade to record some footage of me. Or I got Evade to record some footage and send me the fucking clips. And I'm just pretending to play. Yeah, pre-recorded stream. If he wouldn't pretend to play this bad? Well, of course not. SMH? Well, we do the same opening bit every single time somebody's missing, so... Woo! Why couldn't I
Only the
glide?
strongest survive.
That... Okay, I know why I couldn't glide, but I'm not happy about it. I couldn't glide because I was casting Consume at the same time. And Consume doesn't get canceled. That is fucking troll. I am not happy about that. I'm also lagging. Love the server's lagging, that's good. Good shit. No, because Glide is a fucking ability for Demon Hunter.
We will fight long as we rule the skies. None shall oppose us. Do not believe your eyes. We hide
That's
no
actually the dumbest shit I've... I never really considered the consequences of that. I'm guessing week 3 dungeon heal check nerfs. That seems like a pretty good line, honestly. I would not be shocked if that is correct. This shift's good. I think you can glide while casting as Evoker, can't you? Casting Eruption and shit? Maybe that's not true, though.
5, 4,
Now I'm questioning
3,
myself.
2,
Okay, as I say, now
1.
I'm questioning. I'm pretty sure you actually can cast a Glide and Eruption on... Using
5,
Plater? I'm using
4,
Platinator right now. I'm
2, 1.
not really sure which one's better. I think they're about the same. What the fuck? Bro's looking like fucking Pegbles. What the fuck? He's hitting the pack. I was just casting consume on the mobs. I wasn't even doing anything. Please wait for threat. I was shocked he didn't have threat. He was hitting the pack. Literally looking like me on fucking Kegels right there, bro. Just like no threat. That's how I felt whenever I was playing Brewmaster, though. I was just like sometimes I would be hitting the pack and I just wouldn't have threat on anything because I was a fucking noob. Is the tuning in yet? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure the answer is no. NA had reset already, but beta servers haven't gone down. No. Why'd I do that? I don't know what went through my fucking brain that told me to fucking press that I-beam. Banger episode with Jack. Yeah, that was fun. I think Jack, Growl, and myself were all pretty positive on the expansion just as a whole. And in a world where almost everybody's negative, I'm pretty sure that turned out nice. It's just so easy to be super fucking negative on the expansion right now. That's... I'm not sure if I actually got the kick on that. I think I'll hold this meta for next pull. Need more negativity, bunch of fucking shills. Amen. Yeah, I mean, like for me, I think the replayability is going to be a little bit lower than previous expansions, and it's going to feel pretty similar to War Within. But I don't think I'm going to be like having a bad time. I think that the patch might run its course, or the first patch might run its course faster than previous patches for me. There's nothing really wrong with it. Hello, I need one orb. Okay, thank you. Yeah, if we get Synths on, we would talk about how to be the rank 1 protection warrior for 18 consecutive seasons. A feat that's never been done before and probably will never be done again. Sense. Holy shit. We need the Quasi episode. He quit, bro. He's not coming back. He deleted all his characters. Oh, the visual on that's better looking. I like that. Not that it could have looked worse than what it used to look like, but it's not bad. He's dead. Oh. My goodness. The leech that this spec has is so fucking nice, I'm gonna be honest. Oh my god, we can get this off! Alright, we're good. The Warlock just asked the tank if he could soak. I fear our tank will pass away if he soaks. Call it a hunch.
I need to target something first.
I think it did go off. I'm not 100% sure though. You're talking about the collapsing starcast. It looked like it went off, but maybe it didn't. Glad you enjoyed the new bench episode. Now they want more damage. Well, nobody really knows what they want. People just want to complain. Oh, wait, stop damage! Arms? Oh. That's tough, that's tough. want to win the lottery too. Wanting arms to be about similar likelihood, I think, to arms being viable. Yeah. All right, I think after. I don't know when I'm supposed to press this fucking void meta. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna press it after the intermission. But maybe holding it there was fucking grief. I'm not really sure.
Fucking Tattles, fuck that guy.
Yo, thank you for the sub. Oh my gosh, Lancy224, thank you for the prime. Holy fuck. I'm gonna be able to buy lunch today. Holy shit, this is so good. We're back. Yeah. DoorDash? No. Can't be DoorDashing money. Or it can't be DoorDashing food. That's too much money. Gotta save. You look skinny. Dude! I got sent a screenshot. Apparently on the, not this week's episode with Jack, but the last episode, one of the top comments was that I'm on Ozempic. I was like, what the fuck? They were like, looks like Ozempic's working really well for Tattles. I'm like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? I've been 165 pounds for so long now. This is the hair. The only difference is that I shaved, I think. I read it, I was like, what the fuck? Did my face rounder? Yeah, maybe. Here's bird, shoot. Hey. What? 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 Oh, okay. So you have to go higher. Wait, change to like Shadowlands? Yeah, because my weight really hasn't changed that much. I've been hitting the gym recently, but my weight hasn't gone up nor down. I'm still like the exact same. You go. Whenever you say you can go from the right, what does that mean? Oh my. Dude! I should have eaten the fucking ground effect and hoped that I lived. Like, honestly, I'm probably supposed to just limit test that fucking sorely. See how much damage it deals. I'll leech through it if I live the one shot. Double jump. What?
I need to target something first.
I gotta learn. I cannot believe that I got that fucking Void Ray off and did not die. It is a fucking miracle. I was honestly just committed to getting hit. That's good. Target swapping on the spec's kind of nice. You kind of just hit whatever fucking target you want. Assuming that the mob doesn't die before your cast finishes. If that happens, then we're chalked. Like here, I don't really want to be hitting the solar orb. Oh. I'm glad that bothered you too, dude. You gotta learn something. You gotta learn somehow. I wasn't born a knower. I'm finishing gas. I got hit, but it's okay. I want to melt. I don't want to get knocked. Got these balls. Collapsing star. GG. 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 Oh, one more. No. I got old gold CMs in this place, or all gold CMs and WAD, but it was when Michael Mouse could also get all gold CMs and WAD, so I was pissed. But I didn't have to learn any of the skips or anything. Yeah, Michael Mouse. Are you liking Devourer? I like Devourer. I find Devourer fun. I bet I would fucking hate the spec in raid. I bet this would be an incredibly unfun raid spec. But I like it in Mythic Plus, it's fun. Like AUG? Well, not exactly like AUG. AUG is cringe because you had to do a lot of homework.
Target something first.
This spec would be cringe in raid because you're fighting against the fucking elements all the time. Just Blizzard spams fucking swirlies on cooldown. It's like the only mechanic that they know anymore is swirlies. And swirlies are the natural counter to the Devourer Demon Hunter. Collapsing Star, you Luigi. Really? Well, now what am I supposed to do about this? Oh, my people are dead. Jump off.
Your
As long as we rule the skies, you will always
Like, can I jump from here to the bridge or something? No! Don't clip that. Do not fucking clip that. I was learning. Loop Worm Take, I think they should stop making specs. I think they should start deleting specs. I've been saying that I think they should delete some specs for the longest time.
we will cast you down like the mountain.
And I'd start with Holy Priest, Elemental Shaman, Feral Druid, and then we can... I think Sub Rogue could also go. I don't give a fuck about Arcane Mage either. Fury or Arms, we don't need both. Evoker can get all three specs deleted for all I care. All of Monk could go. I actually think Brewmaster's interesting, but the other two specs could get fucking axed for all I care.
Behold the might of the Arator.
No. You don't ping me. I'm having a hard time, okay? Do not fucking ping me. The problem with a lot of with this many classes is that a lot of them have been homogenized down over the years. Obviously, it's not like Final Fantasy or anything where everything is too homogenized. I don't think we've gotten to that point. But having stuff that's not unique is, and having as many specs as we have makes it really hard to design unique specs. Really thankful that I could not attack the boss there. That was really fun. I got
Only the strong.
stuck casting and couldn't cancel it with VR.
Always soar.
I need to add stop casting macros to all my fucking abilities. You're just naming all the specs except for the ones that you play? No, I'm naming the specs that I believe have bad class fantasy. That was what I was... That I believe that they have weak class fantasy, and their class fantasy overlaps with something else on the same class. Oh, fuck, I can just jump from there to there? Well, really makes you think. That's why I didn't name any of the hunter specs, because I think they're all kind of unique. I think Feral and Bear are too close together. Like, I would make Resto go tree form, like, honestly. Warriors? Well, yeah, that's why I said pick one of Fury or Arms. That's what... BM and Survival are pretty close. I think that they moved Survival away with Boomstick and some of the shit that they've been doing with bombs recently. But yeah, I mean, you could pretty make an argument. You could make an argument that Survival's supposed to get axed. They're both so kill command focused. Well, you're talking about rotation. I'm talking about fantasy. I wasn't even talking about like damage. It's like extra roguey rogue. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think that it does make sense to keep sub. But yeah. Fantasy wise, how is a cat and bear the same? I mean, it is. Okay, you're looking at the forms that they're used. I'm talking about like the fantasy. You're talking specifically about the forms. Like it's a melee shapeshifter. Like that is what that is it's a melee shapeshifter. And they use largely the same fucking abilities. They have the same visuals and stuff. I mean, I don't know. Like, if they weren't in a different form, like, I don't know. Not that insane, I don't think. True to the Claw. Feral, I mean, that's in terms of how they play. Yeah, I mean, vanilla, and for a long time, it was the same spec. Yeah, it was like that for, it was through Wrath even, yeah. The damage, ray buff, and lust. I don't really think I care. Oh wow, Ascension got started. That's the classless character private server, right? Yeah, I've never played private servers. Not really. But yeah, I mean, they're never gonna go and delete specs. But I think if they tried to make identity more unique and the class is actually more different, not more similar, I would support it. I don't. They would probably fuck it up, but like I think it would have made sense. Oh no, they're. Because like I think Ellie and Enhance kind of run into this problem where their fantasy is like they're both the master of the elements, and you're just like, one of them is melee, one of them is ranged, and it's like, but why? It's like almost kind of like, how's this the same fantasy? It's like Fury and Arm. Whoever said Fury and Arms are just a guy. It's kind of like that's. How is that the fantasy of Fury and Arms? It's kind of strange. No, this meeting's not live yet. All three specs had Shadow Dance. Yeah, exactly. And it's like I kind of just wish they had like pretty unique things going for them. I mean, for the longest time, I thought that Elemental should be like a summoner, like an actual summoner, not even like a, you know, the closest thing to a summoner is probably a Demonology Warlock, but I'm not even talking about like that. I'm talking about like you use the totems to fucking fight for you. Well, I think you're talking about the elements that you're speaking about, like fire and lightning versus. I'm talking about like both of them fall into the master of the elements banner of what their fantasy is, which is kind of weird. Yeah, well, I mean, it is because that's what shamans are. but you have two specs that are the same in that regard, except one is melee, one is ranged. Isn't that kind of what Totemic is? I mean, the totem does a lot of damage, but I'm talking about, like... like, you're fucking Zyra from League of Legends or something. Or Heimerdinger from League of Legends. I'm talking about, like, that. Elemental Shot becomes a miner? I'm Thrall. Yeah, exactly. That was nice. I hadn't seen Skyreach in a hot minute. Good to know that it's the exact same. Place for something new. I'm not sure. It's pretty clear that they were heavily inspired by D&D whenever they made the game, so... When are you guys gonna stop bringing up Shadowlands as a reason to hate on Blizzard? It released 6 years ago, and it's been clear. It's been clear that there have been development shifts since then. Never. Probably never. I'm not getting a library card. I'm committed to being illiterate. Better in Shadowlands than it is now. Yeah, but Shadowlands was unplayable. Probably never. I don't think we use it to hate on Blizzard. I think we just use it as historical references, don't we? Are there even libraries in Missouri? Not many of them. I don't even. We brought up Shadowlands in the most recent episode of the bench, and I think it said it could always, it could always get worse. Covenants were fucking terrible, right? Like that's kind of what we landed on. Like, they could always get worse. I mean, of course. I mean, I don't think everything in Shadowlands was bad. The reason that Shadowlands was bad wasn't because everything was bad, but it was because a lot of the most important stuff was not very good, and the world content was not very fun, and Orgast wasn't great, and the locked covenants were pretty fucking annoying. And that's, but I mean, the raids weren't bad. I don't even think that the Mythic Plus seasons were like okay. Having the same dungeons over and over again was not fantastic, but I mean, I think the Mythic Plus seasons were fine. Like, if the worst part of Shadowlands were the Mythic Plus seasons, it would have been a good expansion, right? Hate on Blizzard was hyperbolic, but it's brought up on every episode of the pod and basically used to undermine systems or tuning. I'm pretty sure this episode that we had with Jack was almost exclusively positive. I don't know what... Like, it was... We weren't even... It was like 3 sentences in a 2-hour podcast. Torres felt stale. It's weird because, like, in theory, I actually agree that Covenants... I understand what they're going for with Covenants. Like, they're trying to have permanence in a game that very much lacks it, right? Modern retail very heavily lacks that kind of permanence factor that older versions of the game have. I think the issue with Covenants is, like, they weren't a well-designed system to be as rigid as they were. Yeah. I thought this week's episode was positive. But maybe I need to rewatch it, like, from a different POV. Best systems of expansion? I feel like there's not enough systems. I mean, yeah, I would consider it, but I don't know if there's enough systems to be like, yep. Or the thing that you like the most over the... I could definitely do something like that. I feel like that's maybe more doable. What did I pick? Legion. I'd probably say Mythic Plus is probably the thing that I like the most about Legion. It was new. It was novel. Still playing Mythic Plus to this day. Hard to really go wrong saying Mythic Plus. BFA. What did I like the most about BFA? I think Corruption is a pretty good contender. I thought Corruption was really fun. I did think, you know, some of the systems surrounding Corruption were kind of annoying, but I thought the mechanic itself was nice. Perfect Visions I thought were pretty fun. What do you think? What would be my number one? I really enjoyed PvP in BFA. Didn't like Azurite armor as much. Warfronts and Island Expeditions were not that great. The raids were pretty solid, but like the raids can only do so much. Yeah, probably Corruption. Essence. Oh, you guys are right. It's definitely Essences. Holy shit. I was sitting there, I wasn't looking at chat. So whoever said Essences, you're definitely right. It was definitely Essences. Essences were better than Corruption, but that was a goated system like that. Shadowlands. I thought Faded was really fun whenever they did it for the first time. Where they had like a brand new dungeon pool. They had a seasonal affix that was unique to Faded. I thought doing that the first time was actually pretty fun. I didn't like the rotating raids. The rotating raids were like kind of whatever. But the brand new Mythic Plus season kind of feeling like... Yeah, that was pretty good. Some Shadowlands Legendaries, I wasn't huge on Shadowlands Legendaries. I feel like the Shadowlands Legendaries were too deterministic, and they didn't really feel legendary to me. The Great Vault. The Great Vault is also a good one. I think that Faded is probably better, or at least more enjoyed by me than the Great Vault was. Castle Nathria is pretty high up there. I mean, that is one of the better raids of all time, honestly. Yeah, those things are probably pretty good. Score being added into the game, I think, was pretty good. Those are all pretty good things, but I would probably go with Faded, because the first time we did it, it was really fun. Dragonflight, Talent Tree revamp, probably the easiest one. You know, there have been problems with the Talent Tree revamp since then, but I think especially early on in Dragonflight, that was some of the most fun that I had was because of the Talent Tree revamp. You know, it made everything feel brand new, made everything feel unique. It created a lot of replayability, especially early on in Dragonflight. I thought that was really good. The other consideration would maybe be like the crest system that got added. That was fun whenever that got released. I don't like Profession Gearing that much. I think Profession Gearing kind of stinks, but... Rotating Dungeon... Oh, Rotating Dungeon Pool is probably number one for me, actually. Fuck, I love the Rotating Dungeon Pool. God. Gatlin Bangs. Yeah, probably Rotating Dungeon Pool. I don't know. There was a lot of good stuff. There's a lot of stuff about Dragonflight that was good. War Within. Deletion of affixes was solid. That is a solid offering. Not huge on hero talents, although hero talents are okay.
Proudmoore's finest, at your service.
Resilient keys? I mean, that for some people, it's probably going to be resilient keys. I'm not huge on resilient keys. It would be weird to say removal of affixes, because I don't actually think it was that big. Which is weird, because I'm sitting here trying to think about it. What was the most enjoyable part of the War Within for me? And I'm not really sure I have one. Season 1 was the season that I had the most fun in. By a lot. I don't know why. New dungeon every major patch? I mean, it feels like the same thing as Dragonflight, right? Yeah, I think War Within is pretty consistent. Nothing new was added, right? Like, what even was new in the War Within? Affixes got removed and hero talents got added. Hard to really say a raid was your favorite thing. Hard to really say dungeon, like a dungeon specifically was your favorite thing. Delves, I mean, I don't like delves. Like, I think the content itself is unfun. Like, the world... Like, I mean, I get... Like, if delves didn't have rewards in them, I would never step foot in a delve. Delve is just... I don't know. I'm just not into delves. It's not very fun. Some people really like them. Okay, I have a question for chat. You're not the target audience for delves? Okay, remove... I know it's really hard to do. Try to remove the rewards from delves. Remove the... Like, really try to remove the gear from them. Are delves fun content?
Time is money, friend. Be careful out there.
Something
Okay, how many people... I don't really know that many people... I know people who do delves, right? Like, I have collector friends. I have more casual friends who do delves. But none of them are doing delves, like, in their free time, right? They're doing delves to achieve a goal primarily attached to either collecting or gear. And it's not... They're not... They don't log in to do delves, if that makes sense.
Hunt it down and destroy
And
it.
that's kind of the thing that I don't think it's... Personally, I don't find it fun. Same as most people do 8 keys for the vault. No, because people log in to do Mythic Plus, if that makes sense. Not just for the vault, but like to do the dungeons. Compared to Mythic Plus, yeah. Okay, so some people might actually have that experience. I haven't really encountered them, but it's not that those people don't exist. I was just wondering. People who don't enjoy Mythic Plus are running delves. Well, my point is, I think that they could be better content. Like, I think that delves, like, what the content is, you're getting melee swung on the mobs, you're walking through it. It's like a World Quest Plus, almost. But I think that delves could absolutely be better. Like, I don't think it has to feel like that. It's kind of like, I think follower dungeons fucking stink. That is effectively what a dungeon is, though, right? Like... But follower dungeons are not very good. Good to test add-ons, for sure. I agree that the content could be better. Oh, okay, but you're... What I'm saying is I think the content on a scale of 1 to 10, like what delves are, I think that, like, Torghast was like a 4, maybe a 3 in terms of just the content, and I actually think that delves are worse. I think that delves are like a 2 in terms of replayability and fun, at least from my perspective. Just completely removing the gear element of it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I need to get closer.
I thought delves were better than Torghast. I feel like Torghast is better than delves, but that maybe is a hot take. Just in terms of like the actual content. I'm separating out the gear. I mean, the reason that Torghast sucks for a multitude of reasons, mostly related to the reward structures surrounding Torghast, and the fact that you had to do them constantly to grind out your fucking legendary. Yeah, I was playing Moonkin, and I played with a friend who played Shadow Priest, and we were, you know, we had a hard time in Torghast, but like the first few times through Torghast, it was, yeah, I think the powers made it kind of interesting and stuff like that. I'm purely talking about like doing the Torghast chambers themselves. I'm not talking about specifically anything related to the rewards. I'd rather delve than Torghast. Yeah, I don't know. That's fair. It's really hard to... It's a hard conversation to have because it's really difficult to separate rewards from the content itself, right? I definitely have had more fun doing delves than I had doing Torghast. But I think the content's worse. Wasn't Torghast sold as an infinite tower? Originally, and then they changed it. Because they realized that nobody was going to fucking do it. It was supposed to be a roguelike. And then, they were worried about people not wanting to do it, so they put legendaries behind it. Which had problems. That's why the infinite version of Torghast was actually fun. The Jailer's Gauntlet or whatever the fuck it was called. That was hella fun. I actually had a lot of fun doing that. Torghast burned you out. I mean, yeah. I think it was how much you needed to do Torghast and like what the rewards from it were. Like I think that those were like the biggest issues. First, you had to do it a lot. I think I get ticked by this instantly, don't I? Oh, no, I didn't. Alright, we're back. Just do Mage Tower type shit more? Yeah. Like, that stuff is good. I actually thought the Mage Tower was good. I like Terrific Visions. I thought Terrific Visions were fun. I didn't think that Horrific Visions were fun the second time. I didn't want to do them again, but like I thought they were fun whenever I was doing them originally. The Delve bosses were some of the... Oh, the Delve boss is probably... Kai'Veza is probably my favorite thing that came out of the war with them. That is actually a good shout. That thing was fucking sick. I actually had so much fun doing that. That was probably the most fun I had in war with them. That was crazy. We all had fun with you doing that. I'm sure you fucking did. The normies hated?
Its presence near the temple.
Well, I think it kind of depends on your goal, right? For me, my goal wasn't really anything. My goal is like literally just log in and have fun. But like if your goal is to actually complete the objective, like if you walk in with your goal being like, I have to complete this objective, otherwise I'm not having fun, yeah, I mean, it's going to be fucking really cringe. Because it's hard. But like for me, I walked in kind of goalless, more or less, if that makes sense. And just like my main goal is to log in and have fun. And so yeah, I did. I was able to achieve that pretty easily. Yeah, I mean, that Delve boss is fucking hard. Like even if you're doing that at high item level, that Delve boss is still really hard. Did it in 10 tries. I mean, I think the reason that it was hard wasn't necessarily because of the gear. Obviously, the gear makes it easier because you don't have to do the fucking same cycle for like 10 minutes, but it was hard because the mechanics on that fight were hard. I think fun. What are you some kind of nerd? Yeah. What's your favorite thing about WoD? So my favorite thing about WoD was mostly that I was new to the game. I really enjoyed like just walking around the open world and exploring and seeing everything that kind of WoW had to offer, if that makes sense. I took 200 attempts exactly. Let's not exaggerate. It wasn't 200 plus, it was exactly 200. Yeah, and an expansion that people hailed as the worst expansion, hailed it at the time as the worst expansion of all time. I had a lot of fun. But like I was also new, so I don't know. I don't want to play it again in a classic, but like I had fun playing it. What am I gonna say? I remember reading Reddit at the time because like I was like brand new to World of Warcraft and I didn't know the WoW Reddit fucking stunk. And so since I was brand new, like I came over from League of Legends, and you know the League of Legends Reddit's pretty good in comparison to the WoW Reddit. You know, it's useful, I would say. Everything that you read on the fucking WoW Reddit is Blizzard's ruining the game, talking about the content drought, and constantly talking about Kung Fu Panda ruining the fucking game. That was literally every single day, and I was like, wow, this Reddit sucks. Oh no, it still sucks for sure. Changes it? Not yet. I find the command. I didn't get it. I rated with it. I was in like a worse than AOTC guild about the time too. Like a guild that strived to get AOTC is the guild is how I describe it. And we had like he had to be like a 35-year-old Southern father, and he would always complain about anybody who was Pandaren and say, I don't play this game to play Kung Fu Panda. I watched that movie with my children, and I'm just like, what the fuck are... And I'm 18. So I'm just like, what is... who am I hanging out with? That guy definitely plays Classic right now, I'm sure. Yeah, I never really fucking understood it, but it was constantly on the WoW Reddit. I still don't really get it, I'm gonna be honest. The Kung Fu Panda complaint. Oh, I didn't play WoD launch. I didn't start until December, so WoD came out in like August. So I started like about the time that Blackrock Foundry was about to come out, like maybe a couple weeks before BRF. T-Morph. Holy fuck. I know the guy who made T-Morph. His name is Starship. He's a PvPer. Very cool guy. He works on the MDI and AWC. Yeah, he makes our UI for the MDI. He's very, very, very good at his job. I'm mad. I'm less mad. I got my cast off. We're back. No! Why did he drag the bomb away? Oh my god! I worked so hard to get that cast off, and he just dragged the fucking mob out of my range. Ugh. That guy literally lost me millions of DPS.
It seems this nuisance requires a more personal touch. I shall handle you myself. Our efforts will not be interrupted.
Why was the Shade Wing? What the fuck was that? How did I did I activate that myself? Oh no, I pressed eradicate. That was grief, man. I just fucking griefed. Isn't that a... That's right, that's right. You got... Well, I just don't understand why the cast won't resolve if the mob is outside of 25-yard range. Like, most other casts, if the mob walks out of your range, the cast will still finish. Except for exactly fucking... Devour Demon abilities. Which they won't finish. And then you're just missing a cast. And you're very, very sad. Survive stranded on an island for 7 days? I don't know. When's the expansion come out? On the 26th? I can do 7 days on an island between now and then. Okay, let me think. Assuming that the island was also paid for. Probably... Like, this guarantees that I won't die, right? Oh, they're probably like... They'll probably do it for like $5 grand, maybe. I don't have a lot going on. Not dying is up to you. Okay, but like, surely there's people that are gonna make sure I don't get eaten by a fucking bear or something, right?
Eliminating him will give us an opportunity to get in ourselves. I'll see to opening the way once he's taken care of.
Your survival wasn't
Does it count as a boss kill? Oh, it probably does. Okay, it does. What the fuck? What is this clown trying to do? Influence WoW players? What a piece of garbage. Don't follow or watch this clown. He's trash. Huh? What did they say fuck me for? What did they say fuck me for? Oh my god! I'm recuperating. A bad
Only
influence?
the strongest survive.
What's up with that mob? Well, I'm not influencing anybody. Why don't we just... We're just learning. I think Moonkin is not very good. I'm not certain I would main Devour Demon Hunter. I'm having a bad time. So I don't think it's replaced. Like, I'm maining it in... I'm gonna play it in Raid. But if it sucks, then I don't know. I'll play whatever's OP in Mythic Plus, probably. Or maybe I won't play Mythic Plus this season. It really depends on how I'm feeling. I don't really make strong long-term decisions like that. I just kind of... I make decisions based off, like, how much fun I'm having. Kind of on a whim. Kind of the same thing with, like, moving houses. I don't really think about it too much. I just, like... Whenever the vibes are wrong, I just move different cities. Dungeon Pool's kind of good, though. Yeah, but the Dungeon Pool's been good before, and I haven't been having that much fun. It really just kind of depends on, like, how I'm feeling, right? They just need another 3% or two. That's right, that's right. We're just due for one more 3% buff, and then we'll be back. Nobody in our guild is allowed to say anything if I lose to the tank and damage on a boss again, though. How many 3% do we need? I'm not really sure. I'm gonna be honest. It's one of those things, I don't know how undertuned it is. I can tell that it's not as good as most things. But the problem, there's this problem where there are some specs that do 35% more damage than Balanced Druid right now. 45% maybe even. And that's not the middle of the pack, right? Like, what does the middle of the pack look like? I'm not really sure. I know Moonkin's definitely, like, bottom, like, 4 or 5 specs, if I had to guess. If I'm really guessing, I think it's probably, like, bottom 3 specs. But I'm not 100% guaranteed on that. It's definitely not good. But then, like, what is buffing it to make it in the middle look like? I'm not really sure. Because there's a problem whenever you have balance that is this class balance that is like this wide. Because, like, what would it take to buff Moonkin to be the best spec in the game? I don't know, fucking 35% or something. I don't need Moonkin to get reworked. I like how Moonkin plays. It's fun. Moonkin consecutively has gotten worse every single, like, basically since Legion. They just keep making it worse and worse and worse. And then it was good in Dragonflight, especially early on in Dragonflight. And then since then, they just made it worse and worse and worse again. And now we're playing a build that's actually fun. Please God, I don't need to rework anymore. I just need you to not make that build terrible. So I'm just down for aura buffs. We're trying to leave her out of the vibes are off, and we're trying to leave her out of the fucking beta key. Like, what are we doing? No. Why? This is the second time somebody's thrown up an abandonment. Why? Just play. Like, why are we trying to fucking abandon out of a beta key? Like, what? Convoke sucks. I hate it. Good news. Moonkin hasn't played Convoke since Shadowlands. Well, not even true. They literally play it on single player. Like, they don't really play it that often. I should have pressed Eradicate first. It's got marked as competition. You know, that's my fault. That's a good point. Wait, he's playing Chrono Ward? What fucking talents does he have on? He's got Chrono Ward on. What is he, Scale Commander? How did he get this?
I shall bring you
Explain himself? No, it's not that serious. Regular talent? Well, I know. You don't talent it normally. You normally don't have enough points for it. I'm getting hit by this ball. I don't care. You gonna move the boss? I might hit the pack. Okay, we're good. We're gonna have a hard time killing these tentacles if he's not gonna move the boss. I just gotta ask if it was my first time here.
The darkness takes you. The darkness takes you.
Only the strongest survive.
Huh. You're ruining their beta IO? Yeah. I don't... I'm pretty sure it was listed as relax key. I'm just shocked that he was that serious about it. Where's Doug? I'm glad you asked. Nah, I'm not gonna actually flame him. Kind of a weird fucking thing to do, though. So he got mad that this tentacle didn't die faster, which I was even saying that like the tank needs to be the boss better, but like the fact that he then goes DPS first time here is a little bit baffling. But all right, whatever. And then so he has the audacity to type that, and then does he die? He gets hit by a ball. He lets the rogue die to double tentacle, and then he gets hit by a ball and fucking dies. This is why you don't type, chat. You don't type because shit like this can happen to you. You talk shit and then legally get hit by a slow-moving ball, it just makes you look foolish. Typing just explodes the mental. I don't think it's like blaming people in a group is just like not very productive, and it's especially not productive on the fucking beta.
I've been expecting you.
Yeah, sure. He's handsome. This potion is a lot of text. For some potion that does not look that good. People just expect quiet perfection. I think for me it's more just like what is the situation? Yeah, that's a lot of text for a potion that's not very good. Yeah. I think it's more just like the expectations of a 16 on the beta are that you learn the dungeon, right? You're trying to learn the dungeon. Kind of the same thing as like the expectations of like doing a 10 on retail is that you are probably going to be playing with people who learn the dungeon, right? So. The more text there is, the worse it is. That's not always true, I don't think. What? Why is it fucking bad? This is worse than Power Word Shield. Why is this bad? They could add an extra digit to this and it would still be like not usable. It would be maybe more appealing. 43,000? I mean, how much would it have to be for it to be like for you guys to consider using it? What would the number need to be? Is the shine still here? Enough to live a mechanic that otherwise wouldn't? Yeah. What do you think would be a compelling number, though, that you would be like, I'm actually willing to consider this? Because it lasts for 30 seconds. It's not bad. $100%? Shield for ants? That's what I said. I'm like, why is it 40k? $10x value? Yeah, you think it would need to be 400k, like almost 100% of HP? Never. I mean, DPS potions are almost worthless in terms of like how much damage and how much time they actually give you. Like if you actually start looking at the time saved from on a per potion basis, like if everybody's potioning on CD, you're probably saving like 5 seconds maybe.
What brings you here?
Potions just aren't. They don't save you time, if that makes sense. Because it requires so much DPS to actually save you time. Because the opportunity, like the alternative, is that you, as a five-man group, are able to like hit a trash pack. Who's Gingy's new team? I've heard rumors. I think I know the team, but I will not say. Save deaths? They can. Share inside info? Well, it's not inside info. I have it as, I would say, third or fourth hand sources. Yeah, I'm just gonna say, the people that you think are on his team are, it will surprise you. It is crazy drama, I think. What makes it surprising? I guess you'll have to wait and see. Gingy and Now broke up? That's the word on the street. The streets are saying it.
It's just that Gingy and Kush were like for 2 months apparently.
All right, hold on. I'll show you guys in sequential order. This is the second clip. Hold on, let me find the first one. God damn it. One moment. I have an idea.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to talk too much about it, but basically Gingy and Kush has left the team and made a new team, I guess. I can say that. And they didn't let us know, I guess. So now me and Clicks were just thinking if we're gonna do anything or if we're just gonna chill. And not play. That's why we're waiting for Celia to see what happens with him, I guess. Why his ban? I mean, his ban after the last well, the incident that happened. Did it a big sneaky? I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you wanna call it. We were, I mean, I got to know from not them, you know, and in the left and right. No, I mean he and I guess he left the team. I don't know how to explain it, to be honest. I don't want to talk too much about it because the entire situation is just a bit fucked.
Okay, so that was the first clip. And then, yesterday, we had a development.
It's just that Gingy and Kush were like for 2 months apparently planning to join another team without letting us know. And we found out through not even them, I guess. And basically Gingy said like, what did he even say? Let me see the DM. I'm not gonna leak the DM, but he basically said, The main difference I think we have is that you see me as selfish or being selfish because I fuck you over. He wrote to me, and after that we haven't really talked. So you know, it's not really drama. It's just we don't really speak.
It's not drama. It's just that I left your MDI team without telling you after being friends for 10 years. And then you have the audacity to call me selfish. I was like, oh my fucking god. It's not drama, we just don't talk anymore. We broke up on good terms. We just will never speak again, and I wish bad things on them regularly. I was like, holy fuck. So they left Echo to join Method and support Xaylia, then they all broke up with Now. I think that these are completely isolated things. I don't think they joined Method to support Xaylia. I don't believe that that is what happened. I believe that they joined Method because, I don't know, they fucking wanted to raid in Method, I think is the actual answer. And then I'm not sure why they left, why Kush and Now, or Kush and Gingy left Now and Clicks. I don't know their motives, actually. It doesn't really make that much sense. We could have gone non-verbal. Oh, shit. Method allowed Now to prep fewer alts. Yeah, I mean, I think everybody's reasoning is probably a little bit different, right? Kush joined Method and is now leaving that team with Gingy. Gotta be for a higher chance of winning. Would it be? I feel like sticking together with the 4-stack... Okay, so I suspect that Whippy's out. Like, I've heard rumors that he's... I mean, the word on the street is that he's just hard to play with. I wouldn't have been shocked if he was gone from that team just in the future regardless. So, like, even if they did have to replace him, surely playing with the 4-stack that you've played with for forever would have been better. Also, Gingy isn't allowed to play with Xaylia. Gingy played with Xaylia last time. That's not even... I don't even think that's true. Or not played with Xaylia, but Gingy played with Method, who... There were people on Method who were playing with Xaylia, so I doubt that there was a problem there. Echo won't allow him? Is that true? VOD check. Yeah, link. Link the VOD. Isn't Xaylia still banned from official tournaments? I have no idea. I work on the MDI, but I do not work on that part of the MDI. Seems like a lot of drama over nothing. It does seem like a lot of drama over nothing. Gingy's played with Xaylia on stream a few times. I would have been surprised if he's not allowed to do the MDI with him, but maybe. Isn't that most WoW drama? Yes. It is kind of a whole lot of fucking nothing. But now it's interesting that there's been a 10-year friendship burned over an MDI team. Kind of fucking crazy. Yeah, they just the most winningest MDI team of all time is now just blown up. I snitched on Dorky. Yeah. It was me. I was the leaker. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not even sure how it was fucking figured out that you were using shocking disclosure potions. Even if I was watching your character, I'm not sure I would have been able to know this. Like I know what it looks like, but I have no idea. We do have a word for it. They're called a dynasty. But it didn't really make sense in the context of that sentence. That was the last time I played. I fucking believe that, yeah. It was Growl. Holy shit. Pete?
What's up? Glad I could help.
Logs and scene? I don't think it was logs. I suspect it was... If I had to wager a guess, I would guess that somebody probably reported it after watching Dorky's stream. Oh my god. Gingy and Dorky. That would be Pog. Yeah, Faker's the oldest and youngest to ever win Worlds. I did not know that. That's crazy, though. It's kind of wild, though, that the team blew up after a third-place performance. I mean, I get that winning is their whole kind of shtick, but the fact that it took one third-place performance to blow up your team is... I don't know. Me every time I enter Alg Academy. No, there's not a new clip. Apparently, though, according to Now's VOD or something, somebody was telling me about this, there's Gingy wouldn't have been allowed to play with Zalia if Zalia got cleared. They don't get along. I mean, yeah. Whippy seems fairly disrespectful in a way that would bother me personally. Aren't they just EU as fuck? There's being European. Okay. There's being European, and then there's being disrespectful. Yeah. The hella rude always happen. I have no idea if is Whippy in Echo? I have no idea. You know what? That's interesting. Every person that I know who speaks French is also hella disrespectful. Is it just a language thing? Because it's not even just the French, I think. It's everybody who speaks that language. Just you just adopt a level of hatred, I think. Like XQC, exactly. That's a great shot, like XQC.
I am delighted that you received our invitation. The school is a touch behind schedule. But
Except for Thora, that guy's cool, but every other,
how wonderful.
all the rest of them.
It has been quite some
What about
time
Peo?
since-
I think Peo's another really good example of exactly the person that we were talking about, yeah.
Come with us. It should only take a moment to set up for a new lesson.
These lashers must have grown wild while we were away. Please, if you could, clear them out.
And his
of all
girlfriend? I have no
the
idea.
life
Dude, I don't watch
magics
fucking
of
classic
this
content
place.
almost at all. Why are my nameplates turned off? My cat turned off my nameplates. My cat also turned off my fucking keyboard. Oh my god. Alright, can we go again? Do you know anyone who speaks French? You live in Missouri? Well, we have a Versailles, Missouri. They gotta speak French there, don't they? That's where they got that palace, right? Versailles, Missouri. Still topping after that? That's right. My new main, yeah. Versailles. No. It's Versailles, Missouri. It's near Lebanon, Missouri. Spelled like Lebanon.
You're just about... Wait.
No. Versailles. That's how they say it.
Magic. What are you doing?
They do. Let me just tell you, they do not speak French.
Nature. What are you doing?
What is that thing? This is your fault.
Absolutely not.
Please, help us, new students.
The Midwest is... And Missouri is known for being an international state, for sure. The French are about to do something nasty in Missouri. Yeah, they're about to... The reverse Louisiana Purchase, I believe, is about to happen. Des Moines. Des Moines. We also got St. Louis. What about Louisville? Any patch live on the beta? Not yet. Oh my. I was doing some custom shit right there. The weird rotation gimp? There's no rotation gimp, it's just like that. No! A lot of people, whenever they talked about Devourer, they were talking about losing their souls whenever they cancel a fucking cast of whenever they would talk about canceling a cast of Collapsing Star, that was one of the things that they were talking about all the time. But let me just fucking say, I don't care if my souls get absorbed or not. Whenever I have to cancel a cast of Collapsing Star, it's already the worst shit that's happened to me. So the fact that my souls are there versus not, I don't even give a fuck. Because that shit's going on a 5-second cooldown regardless. New Orleans. Yeah, New Orleans.
Thank you so much for your help. Though, this all could have been
You lose a ton of souls either way. Yeah, you lose a ton of souls and you're just pissed, regardless of what's happening. They're trying to rage bait Europeans in the 19th century. No, I think they just... I'm lagged out. Okay, I didn't die. It is a fucking miracle. A Demo Tyrant? Yeah, I mean, it is... I mean, it's your entire rotation. Like, you're basically building up your entire rotation for this moment that you can cast Collapsing Star. And so canceling it is just, like, the worst shit imaginable. Kind of like, canceling a Void Ray at the very end of the cast, or canceling a Void Ray before the end of the cast as well is also a huge problem. Like, there, canceling that was terrible, but also getting hit by that fucking tornado was gonna piss me off, so not really much you can do about it.
Wait, what are these birds doing here?
It's like day and night. But I mean, I think that there is like, I don't know. I'd say I didn't play it before this change. It is just horrible. Like miscasts of Collapsing Star, like regardless. I'm not really sure I feel any better about it. Like it's very punishing. It's balls. Oh my god. Remember to pay your taxes? You know what's funny? Before I started streaming today, I got all of my tax documents submitted to the person I have doing my taxes. Yeah, well, as a Twitch streamer, you're legally not required to pay your taxes. Those are the rules. Is that person your mom? No, it's a CPA. Well, in the U.S., I don't know about international. I don't know anything about international law, but yeah, in the U.S., it's like it's a perk of being self-employed. You don't have to. I'm doing it more as like bookkeeping than anything else. Lag. Well, I don't pay taxes. It's bookkeeping for me. You can just write everything off. You don't have to pay anything.
Alright, now we need to clear out the big one. I will activate the goals for Lishrath. That is Talentos.
It's all deductions.
Use them to get her attention. Huh? At least we know that works. Watch yourselves.
Would you say Devourer is easy to pick up? I think it's simple to play. I think it's hard to maximize your damage on it. I think it's easy to get into the figuring out what button you're supposed to be pressing mode. I find it to be fairly straightforward with that. But like, how do you do the most amount of damage possible? That part is actually really hard. Goodness gracious. Press the lightning bolt, bro. You know what lives rent-free in my head? Last time I was on this boss, a Shine asked me if picking up the fucking haste buff was a damage loss or not on Devourer. I got fucking... I'm still thinking about that. That rage baited the fuck out of me. That pissed me off. Yeah, just make sure you don't meta immune it. Yeah, I can't fucking believe that happened. His opener was nuts. I wasn't paying attention. How much damage is he doing on his opener? How does Ellie play now? I've literally not looked at it at all. Do they still just do all their damage inside of a Ascendance and shit? I've only ever seen Assassination Rogue in logs. Every time I've seen it, it looks worse than sub. Worse than sub and worse than outlaw. Let's throw that, and then I'm going to press this. And now I'm going to fight for my fucking life for the remainder of the boss. rolls on Brew were such a war crime. Yeah, I view Shift on this spec as similar to Shimmer on Mage. What's Honestly playing? What are the relevant ones? Soul Glutton and Annihilator. That guy almost fell off the edge. Oh my god, I got a second collapsing star? Back to back? Oh, we're back. Three days ago. Alright, I'm falling out of meta here. I think it's kind of close. I'm still brand new. Well, the reason I named this character Evade Z is because I'm manifesting becoming good at this character eventually. And so I need to have as much motivation as possible. So I named it after the GOAT. Like that NFL player who's named Kobe Bryant. There's an NFL player called Kobe Bryant? Yeah. No, the H is not that egregious.
Target something first.
I mean, it's getting a 4% ore nerf or something.
I can't do it anymore.
First global. I just want you guys to know that it makes me feel really good whenever you guys say things like, wow, is Devourer Demon Hunter gonna go live like this? It looks like it does a lot of damage. I'm fucking pissed. Nobody stopped that surge on me. I was busy casting. Dude. Why me? Why did I have to be the person who fucking died? I don't like this. I'm not having fun anymore. Did you see some NASCAR driver's girlfriend told the press that he DM'd her when she was 14? Yeah, that's allowed now, I think. A lot of stuff has changed over the last couple of months. The Dow is over 50,000 points. You're allowed to do that.
I don't have a target.
Fucking ridiculous. that was ridiculous. You're allowed to message whoever you want whenever the Dow is above 50,000 points. Those are the rules. It's less than 50k right now. Well, huh? What makes you think? Any cancellations inbound? I am criminally fucking single. There's nothing going on. That was one criminally single. Because I'm so fucking single, it should be illegal. But alas, it's been like this for a while. I don't got shit going on. What Olympic sport do you think you would have the best chance of competing in? Instigating, I think. I would get a gold medal in instigation. Rage baiting, perhaps. Could be fucking gold medal at that, too. Can't be more single than me. I haven't had a Valentine since the 4th grade, bro. I definitely fucking could be. I haven't had a Valentine since the days of when you were forced to give people Valentines. No, let's go! Let's go to the boss! I didn't shift to get it. I tried. $35 years ago? I'm only 28. Nice. Your Valentine was participation as well? That's right. Is Devourer Demon Hunter fairly simple? Yeah, I would say it's simple. I think it's hard to... I think it's hard to be able to get like 100% of your damage dealt with it. But I think in terms of knowing what rotational ability you're supposed to press next, I think it's fairly straightforward. Like, I know that I was supposed to be able to get to that Void Ray, but I'm a fucking noob, so I didn't get to it. You consider it a zoomer? Yeah. I don't really identify with a bunch of people that are in Gen Z. I think I'm probably closer to a millennial in terms of, like, ultra roll stuff. But I think technicality, it's like, yeah, I'm Gen Z. Dude, I don't know. I don't have a TikTok. I read shit like this, something about fucking gesture maxing and frame mogging, and I just realized that I'm old.
Well done.
I think I understand my parents a little bit more now. Jester Gooner Munt? What the fuck is a munt? That sounds like a... That sounds like the piece of skin that's between your balls and your ass. Your munt. Taint. I know what it actually is. I know. But it could be renamed to Munt, right? Do you though? Yeah, of course. I'm kind of stupid, but I'm not that stupid. Framed mob by the Gorlock. So is this in World of Warcraft? You got frame mogged by the Gorlock? I actually don't... I've seen pictures of the second guy, the Arizona State University frat leader. I've seen pictures of him. I actually don't know who that first person is. Clavacular? Actually, is he a content creator? I'm not baiting. I actually don't know who the fuck that is. I had to assume he's like a content creator because that's the only thing that it's the only way that any of this would actually make any sense. He's the Bone Smasher. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean. This is from the same generation that brought you great memes such as 6-7 and the Rizzler. Drove over a guy in his Tesla on string. Wait, I thought that was that Jack Dotree guy. I thought that was the guy that ran people over in his fucking car. Maybe. I actually don't know who the clavicular is. Like, I'm not even baiting. It's one of those things, like, I don't have a TikTok, so I find some of this shit, like, really hard to keep up with. I feel like I'm pronouncing his name wrong, because the way I'm pronouncing it, he sounds like he's a brother of fucking Count Dracula. There's vendors in Stormwind and Orgrimmar that you can buy the Euron Beta. Watch Asmongold. No. No, who know these people? I know, like, I've seen pictures of the Arizona State University frat leader. That guy's got big delts. It's just some really fucking jack guy who's clearly on roids. Rip Vine. Holy fuck, yeah, rest in peace, Vine. He's 6'4"? I did not expect... Is he really? From the pictures, I did not expect him to be 6'4". Is Dorky young? Young is like a... Yeah, Dorky's young. Like, young in spirit. I got my fucking cast canceled. No. Everyone's better than me is on steroids. Okay, dude, that's not what I said. Did you see that guy? The pictures that... Like, have we... Use your fucking eyeballs. Guy from 2.5 Men, hello fellow kids. Wait, is that where that meme's from? It's not from 2.5 Men, is it? Was it? I actually had no idea where that meme was from. I am shocked that it's from that show, though. Holy shit. Less than 30 rock. Okay, that makes more sense. It's Steve Buscemi. Yeah, well, I mean, they could get Steve Buscemi in Man, it's not like they couldn't have had him featured. I was just... I feel like 2.5 Men was very infrequently in a fucking school, right? So the fact that that would have... If it would have came from that show, I'd have just been very surprised. They were just always in Charlie Sheen's house. Melding? Where do you live? Your window looks very interesting. I live in Missouri now. I moved out of Chicago in July.
Our agreement stands for now.
Probably Team's got Tiger Blood, bro. IRL Boom King coaching session? You want to come to Colombia? I mean, you could. I'm not sure you can get much out of it, but you could. He's got Tiger Blood, bro. Winning. 2012 was a fucking weird time. You had Charlie Sheen on fucking TV going schizo mode, and Tony was taking over Kenya, or wherever the fuck. Probably not Kenya. Actually, I don't even know where that guy was from. Overworking. Yeah, well, it's good, because I'm about to turn off my fucking stream. Can't be overworking, of course. I use ESDF to move. The Papa John had a meltdown. God. No, not that. Yeah. Only 2012, that's right. Lithuania to Slovenia. Whole land. Hungary. Austria. Oh. Slovakia. GG. We won. Oh, the Czech Republic, of course. Map tap. No, I don't know anything about a map tap. Let's look. Map tap. GG. What the fuck are we doing? Is this the one that Peekaboo? Wait, what did Peekaboo have open saying that fucking California was Africa? Is that Google? Was that maybe just Google Earth? What are we trying to do? Then tap as close as you can in New York City. Well, okay, sure. All right, where do we do now? 5 new locations to Boston. Oh my god, up here. I'm not 100% sure actually. There. I was at least in Massachusetts. Concord, New Hampshire. Jesus fuck. New York is here. New Hampshire probably about like here. Probably like there. Ah, fuck. I actually did not know it was that south. I guess New Hampshire is probably there, but I was almost in the right state. Actually, I did not. I should have probably known that. Canberra. Where the fuck is Australia? It's like here. It's like in the middle of fucking nowhere. Maybe like there. Okay, well, GG. I knew it wasn't on the coast. That's best I can do. I don't know what the city is. Karachi? It's... Oh, good fucking God almighty. Don't tell me what country it is. Do not tell me what... Do not type in chat what country it is. I have no idea, actually. Is it like Nepal or something? It was Indian? Oh, no. Okay. It was in Pakistan. It gave me a country. What the fuck, dude? I don't know. Listen, It was on that side of India? It wasn't even... Alright, best I can do. I feel like that wasn't that bad. There's extra. Yeah, India's like, here, I'll show you. Like Bangladesh is like surrounded by India, if that makes any sense. And like I literally just clicked like on almost dead center of the country, and it was over here, which is like I never fucking would guess that, like not in a million years. Oh yes, this is the peekaboo clip I was talking about.
This doesn't look like New York. I don't know why it's all... Is this not California right here? What the fuck is above California? Yeah. No, this looks like America here, but what is this? Yeah, this has to be New York over here. Something. Nah, bro. No, I'm getting.
The problem is that Americans are really fucking bad at geography. Like the average American is really fucking stupid. Like legitimately really fucking stupid. Can I play again? Or no? Play prior days. Log in. Oh. I don't want to play. I don't want to log in. No, about all that. The average streamer isn't smarter than the average American. Oh, I'm better at geography than the average American for sure. I know where Canberra is. All right, I didn't know this was Pakistan. All right, you know what? That's my bad. This is probably something that I should know, but Americans, dude, the average American doesn't even know outside of their fucking state. Like they are so stupid. No, dude, they don't even know like American states. Like it's bad. It is bad. It's capital of Iowa, Des Moines, of course. Pacific. Like I would be shocked. I would be shocked. Most Americans don't leave. Like there's like a statistic. It's like a surprise. Like 60% of Americans will never travel outside of like 80 miles of where they were born. Like so it's something that's fucking baffling like that. Thank God. The Ming Dynasty Admiral. Zheng He's treasured fleet. Brother, I don't know anything about Zheng He. Like, I think the average... I think the amount of Americans that know that Canberra is the capital of Australia is probably like... You could pull 100 people on the fucking street and there might be one person that knows it, right? Like, Americans are fucking clueless. Not Sydney? No. Nor is it Melbourne. Never heard of it. Yeah, well, most people, you know... You wouldn't assume that that's the capital, right? How does not knowing a capital make you stupid? Well, I'm just using that as an example. They couldn't name 5 other countries aside from the US. Like, how many different countries you've been? I don't know, probably... I don't know, probably like 15 maybe? Most of them are in Europe. Europe does a lot of heavy lifting in that regard. You just like travel through a bunch of fucking countries randomly. You guys not learn this in school? We don't really learn much geography in school now. We learn in our social studies classes, you basically just like learn US history, I would say, is most of what social studies is. This guy. Hello, Amma. Bro's got wings. Yeah, that guy can fly. Looks like Yip's Jack.
Switzerland, Lithuania, Portugal, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Croatia, Russia, Belarus, Luxembourg, Romania, Moldova, Italy, Liechtenstein, North Macedonia, Ukraine, Slovenia.
Oh, fuck.
Sweden.
I clicked the wrong country.
Netherlands, France, Belgium, Serbia, Poland.
Yeah, you're on my keyboard.
Cyprus, Bulgaria, United Kingdom, Estonia, Germany, Latvia, Greece, Iceland, Finland, Malta, Vatican City State.
I don't know.
Austria, Ireland.
That was a guess.
Czech Republic, Slovakia.
I know it's. I can't. I don't know the difference between San Marino and Vatican where they are. I'm going to be honest.
Albania, San Marino, Kosovo.
Well.
Monaco.
Okay. That was a guess.
Andorra, Norway, Denmark, Montenegro, Spain, Hungary.
All right, not bad. The Vatican's in Rome. I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, whenever you say it like that, sure. It's you know, I know San Marino and the Vatican are both in Italy, but it's like, oh god, that's not bad. That seems worse. What'd I miss? Slovakia, Slovenia. Yeah, I mean, that's just how it'd be. And then the Netherlands and Belgium. I think if I sat there and thought about it longer, I knew that the Netherlands is up north. Do Asia? I'm better at Africa than I am at Asia. I'm gonna be honest. Asia map. Let's see.
Kazakhstan.
I think it's this
Taiwan.
one.
East Timor.
Oh, East Timor. Is that here? No, that's Brunei. This is gonna be. I'm not sure. I'm gonna be completely fucking honest.
Maldives.
Okay. That's an island.
Philippines. Lebanon.
This one? No. Motherfucker.
Israel. Russia. Bangladesh. Turkey. Brunei.
We learned this one.
Iraq. Bhutan. Japan. Azerbaijan.
Oh, fuck. See, this is, like, I know... I think this one's Georgia.
Yemen. Laos.
Like, Laos is landlocked
Sri
because
Lanka.
Cambodia's here.
Turkmenistan.
They're all about the same.
Bahrain.
I don't know where Bahrain is. East Timor is a city-state. Oh, wait. No, that's Kuwait.
Thailand.
I had to think.
North Korea. Jordan. United Arab Emirates. Mongolia. Kyrgyzstan. Qatar.
God damn it.
Vietnam.
I don't know. Ah! All the Emirates countries. I'm just a fucking idiot. I'm just an idiot, man. I'm just so stupid.
Singapore.
This one's Singapore.
South Korea. Cambodia. Oman. Kuwait.
I've guessed
Malaysia.
Kuwait 10 times. This one's
Iran.
Malaysia.
Pakistan.
Afghanistan,
Saudi
Pakistan,
Arabia.
Saudi Arabia, Myanmar, India,
Afghanistan.
Syria,
Indonesia. Nepal. Uzbekistan.
I don't know. It's probably this one. China, Georgia,
Armenia. Tajikistan.
Depending on the order that I got these in, I think I could have done way better. But it's okay. These are the ones that I'm pretty mad about. Bahrain, Qatar, and UAE. I think that these are bad. Fucking up East Timor and the stands. I mean, that's... Just fucking wrap that shit on up. That was never happening anyways. I was never getting that. All the stands? Yeah. I feel like I should have missed probably more of these. Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan. I actually don't know the difference in Turkmenistan. Like, I know Kazakhstan, and then it's like the other ones. Like, look at that quiz. Like, if I do this on Africa, I think. Okay, first off, I'm gonna miss like Seychelles and all these other fucking islands. I'm not gonna really know any of them.
Sierra Leone.
Oh, I used to be better
Libya.
at this. I now realized how I fucked up.
Tanzania.
Not having practiced this in a while, doing this on stream is going to be embarrassing. This one's Mozambique.
Gabon.
I think this one's oh no, it's Guinea. Gabon. Oh, fuck. Oh,
Central African
God.
Republic.
Cameroon.
Mauritius.
That's an island. But I don't know where it is.
Benin.
Togo and Benin. Togo. Which one? I don't know which one's which. I think this one's Togo.
Rwanda.
Fucking damn it.
Eritrea.
It's here. No, that's Djibouti.
Malawi.
I don't know.
Comoros.
Dude.
Cameroon. Guinea. Namibia. Equatorial Guinea. Guinea-Bissau. Sao Tome and Principe. Togo.
They're all fucking islands, man. I just don't know these islands.
Algeria. Burundi. Ghana.
Yeah, I should have done this on stream, I think.
Zambia.
I think I'm thinking of the wrong country. Oh,
South Africa, Egypt, Djibouti,
it wasn't even just bad.
Madagascar, Gambia, Mozambique, Eswatini, Burkina Faso, South Sudan, Uganda, Ivory Coast, Ethiopia, Lesotho, Mali, Morocco, Sudan, Botswana, Liberia,
I don't know. I would be just guessing here. Actually, I actually don't know this one. Oh, that's Mauritania. Actually, I don't want to fuck even click that. This? No, that's Congo. How the fuck did I just click this? I actually don't know where this is. Oh.
Cape Verde,
Huh.
Niger, Kenya, Senegal, Seychelles, Western Sahara, Republic of the Congo, Zimbabwe, Nigeria, Tunisia, Democratic Republic of the Congo, Somalia, Angola.
No, this is bad. I should be able to do better, I think. How's that bad? Well, I should be able to do better, I think. I don't think it's like necessarily bad. Getting any of these in red, I think, isn't like not like I should. This is one of those things like I should know better. Oh well. All right, we're out of here. I'll be back tomorrow. A 0 out of 55. Oh yeah, most Americans. That's what I was saying. That's how we even got started. Most Americans would get 0 of them, but all right. JJ.